I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me, bitch. I'm drowning in water. I just bought a cube and dipped it in a fountain.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's a light show. I'm surrounded.
ladies and gentlemen,
Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch. I'm drowning. I just bought a Cuban ring and dipped it in a fountain. She's so heavy, I feel like I'm holding up a mountain. Everywhere that I go,
I just wanted to show.
surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch. I'm drowning.
I just want to show my results this year of trading full time. I quit my job as a data analyst for a healthcare company in October of last year, and I started trading my savings and my home equity line of credit. And this is the story of trading my $51,000. This is, spoiler alert, bad. It did not turn out well, and also, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It's cringeworthy to me. This is extremely cringy to even speak, because this is all the money I have, and it's all gone. So I just wanted to tell you that right now. And the reason I'm saying this is accountability. I don't think that this sin should just be forgotten about and you get away with it that way. I'm not a person who won't pay penalties. I'm down for justice, and I honestly gave this shit a whirl, bro. And it just did not work out. I'm not left fruitless. I do think that there's some things that I gained from this experience, but it's to speaking to anybody in the public space, anybody in the world would look at this like, buddy, you're just telling yourself that there's good things from this just to cope with the massive loss that you just did to your life. And that's probably true, but what am I supposed to do in a losing situation? Not think about the bright side? Maybe I should just be pouting all of my time, like, so I just want to get into it. This might take a long time. I'm trying to just zip right through it. I haven't edited this for a long time. I started this PowerPoint at the beginning of trading this, basically at the beginning of the year, thinking that I can show my story of it going up, and it didn't. So now I guess I have to show it going down. I did not finish it because I lost interest when I lost all my money. So you can see the timeline. I didn't start my whole HELOC of 51 grand at the start. I did 15 grand, lost some of it or a lot of it, added another 17, and then added another 15 in there. So it basically maxed it out pretty damn quickly, and it's not very good. But basically, here's November. You can see that, I had no emphasis really. I was just trading, and I don't know why I did that, but this is what it is. It was one giant loss day made this month bad. Subtract that one day and it would be fine. The one giant loss day, you can see November, a huge loss right there. November 16th, it looks like. I lost $17,000 in one day. You can see it is very small, but that's what it was. I wish I had recorded that. I looked all over for the recordings. I looked all over for this. It doesn't seem like anybody but God saw this one. Yeah, I don't see it in any of my recordings. I don't think I would have deleted it. Why would I delete it? Maybe I just don't like it that much. I'm not sure. But it's not available, so that sucks, honestly. Well, anyways, And I lost so much because it's likely one trade. I bet if I look at November 17th in this dashboard by trade, November 17th of 2023, I guarantee you. Oh, is it 2023? I don't even have that. That was before the year began, so I don't even have. I do have the results, whatever. I just this tableau I created just from January of 2024, just this year. But don't worry, there's more losses to investigate. December, we so in November I lost 16 grand. All right. No, December I was break even. I don't know how I was break even because there was. I think I was going up, 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 and then big down day, and then I traded big up day, and then I kind of stayed all the same. Emphasis was greatly about getting the account back to 50K. It was about, I know I can do it, but there wasn't any specific technical emphasis I was working on. I was just trading, still with no real emphasis. Was okay, but from results, there's one massive loss day. If I can get rid of these massive loss days, then it would be great. You can see that basically, I mean, I'm up 13% in the day. I know it's tiny, but I'm up 13% in the day. You know, I mean, that's a lot of money, bro. 7% in a day. Any account, that's a lot. So now, then I'm down 56% in one day. I lost $18,000 on December 19th. This is so much money, bro. In one day. I can't imagine. I guarantee I have a trade journal in which I write it down like pen and paper. I guarantee you these days are on it because this is so immense that I see that much money on the screen. It is absurd, bro. You can see that because the P&L is smaller green days and then big red days, you can see that I was trying to work myself out of a hole. I lost some money, let's say 4 or 5 grand, and I try to work myself out of that by betting more, by betting bigger, and I eventually lose big. And that's how I lose so much money. And it's really not technically, I mean, that's bad trading, but it has nothing to do with really with the chart. That has everything to do with how much money I'm risking, and me being pissed off about it keep on going against me. It's really, it's so much position sizing, and I thought I knew position sizing before this endeavor, and I just didn't do it properly. And to be honest, let's just keep going. January, you can see emphasis was on testing my plan of putting boundaries on my trading. I noticed that I need boundaries on my trading, like day loss limit, day gain limit, a timer of when I can trade. No goal for how much money I need to make. Broke my daily loss limit rule, which resulted in one massive losing day. So even that, when I put myself on these, limitations and boundaries over myself, I can still see that I'm not in control of myself, and I have another one big massive losing day, and I could very well have lost my account that day, and I lost. My account's much smaller at this point. Look, keep in mind that we had a lot more money in there. Now our account's much smaller, and I still lose tremendous in one day, but around about break even on January. Somehow I was break even. February, it doesn't look like I have a picture of it, but I do have this. I have my tableau, but basically it says I'm trying to limit myself, and my goal is to make 100% return this month from 25K to 50K, especially obeying the daily loss limit. And I don't think that I did that. My adherence rate was not that good. February, I can see on Tableau. I'm guessing I lost money, a lot of money. Yep, 171 apples. I think it was $25 an apple there. This is all in apples. I don't know if I have it in US dollars. No, I don't. But Um, you can see that February. This is the start. This is the entire year of my days. You can see that. That's a freaking downtrend. But February is down here. No, February is right here. So there was one big losing day, February 16th. And Apple value was a little bit more at that point because I had more money in the account. Anyways, didn't work out well. I don't exactly know. I lost a lot of money. I changed. Yeah, that's what I did. Anyways, keep on going. March. The big mistakes that I was making, I was buying after I lost. It goes down, I buy it, and I'm thinking that's a good buy, and then it goes down more without retracement. It says no retracement. I'm like, wow, this looks like it needs a retracement. So I think it's an even better deal, and I've talked about this before. This is one of the Achilles heels ever. This is, I don't really have this as much anymore, but this was brutal, bro. This is how I've lost so much money, is buying after I lost. The same dip. It's still dipping. It's still dipping. It hasn't even breathed upwards yet. Off this is pushed down. You know, I'm in the smaller time frames, 5, 15 minutes, and I see this. It's still going down. It's got to have retracement, I think. And it does not. It does not get a retracement, and I lose more. So I bought, I get stopped out, but I buy again. It's as if I did not even have a stop loss to begin with, to be honest. So that's what it was. And then I escalated risk after a loss. That was huge. I noticed that. That was a direct. I have it all written in my trade ledger. I have every trade documented, and I see that when I lose, I risk more. You can easily see that it's a retaliation. You can easily see the correlation between losing and risk going up. And I did do that. It escalates. And pretty much every time I lose, if I lose twice in a row, I even risk even 3 times more. And I didn't even measure that. I don't even measure that I'm going to do that. And that's not my plan. It's just, I'm just trading, and my normal behavioral reaction is to risk more. And I normally, I just say three more, like I just risk more and more. And I know that I should, if I'm down 2 or 3 in a row, I'm risking so much more, and it just becomes really, 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 really bad, because if you lose that one, dude, you just destroyed yourself. And I have done that multiple times, and I'm here to say that it doesn't work. Daily loss limit too large to swallow. So the daily loss limit seemed to be too large, so because I didn't adhere to it, so I thought that having a smaller daily loss limit would bring my adherence to daily loss limits better, and it became not true. I lowered it to only $500 I can lose on the day. 41% adherence to it. Basically, I'm saying no to myself. I'm saying no to the rules. I'm saying no to it all. Saying fuck you, let me trade. And April and March, I don't think that worked out either. I don't think I had any profitable months, really. Yeah, I lost 200 apples on that day, in that month. Horrible. That's a huge loss, bro. Then I lost 160 in May. Then in June, I ruined the entire thing. 369 apples. You can see this chart. It just goes down. Every time I traded, every month I took, it's just down, down, down. But these big red bars is 1 day events. 1 day events. And we had some fights back. So I want to narrow my focus to the late summer, where I figured out, I mean, I didn't figure out much, but I did figure out trailing stops and adding to a winner. And this is actually at the same time as I stopped moving my stop loss further away. I started to not add to a loser. I started to basically let myself get stopped out, and I still traded poorly, but we actually had a fight. We fought back instead of just died. We fought back. and that was a good indicator to me. You can see that this is kind of, oh, it's trying to bottom here. My my life is trying to bottom here, but I don't have it written. I'm done in September because that's when I lost all my money again, and it went all the way down. And it was me risking too much. I couldn't. I was exhausted from trying this all year. I was exhausted from this fights back and forth, the fights back and forth, the volatility swings. It was up 6 grand, down 6 grand in 2 days, down 10, up 7, up 3, down freaking. This one was monster day. I mean, this was a huge. July 15th was a big day down. Let's see what July 15th was. July 15th down 58%. I lost average risk per trade was 125 apples. That's obnoxious. If you look at that money, that's, my average risk on the trade was 125 times 25. I think that's right. Yeah, 3,000 on one trade. It's just obnoxious. To be honest, how did I live that long during this is incredible as well. Because you cannot risk this much, dude. It comes down to how much you're risking. Your account level, bro. You can't be risking 3 grand on a $15,000 account. You can't be risking 3 grand on a trade. What do you expect, man? And I'm looking at myself. This is me not too long ago. It's still this year, bro. This is not too long ago. I was here. I was experiencing this. It's just horrible, man. Yeah, and then we kept it small. Look at this. We kept it small. We're only risking 3%. We actually did well for a very long time, and during this string of events, you see these small days. That was me keeping to my rule. And do you see this? I kid you not. This was my one profitable month. I had one profitable month this year, and that was August, because I adhered to my rules. Look at this. Rule adherence. Boom, 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 boom. Look at these tiny days. You can barely see them because they're so tiny, because they're engulfed in this madness, right? I had tiny days. That means I lose, 3%, 4%, 4%, 4%. But I had so many losing days. It just went down. I woke up, because this is my full-time job. Remember, I quit my job. So this is my full-time thing. I wake up and I lose the entire day. All day long I lose, bro. And then I have to quit, and I do it the next day. And I lost, and I lost, and I lost. It was horrible, bro. How is this humanly possible, I ask myself. And I'm freaking crying, writing in my journal like, bro, I'm trailing to my stop. I'm not getting in double risk after I lose. I'm not adding to a loser. I add to a winner. I'm trailing my stop. I'm doing all the right things, da da da. And it was just so ridiculous. And then I had a breakthrough. And I recorded it. This day right here. I did not risk too much that green day. Did you see that? It's because I had one winner that I latched onto, and I added to a winner. Added to the winner. I added more, and it kept on going. I added more, and I'm at fucking huge size now, but I don't have a huge stop loss because my stop loss is tight, and it's just because it went in my favor, though. I had trailed my stop, and I'm actually not risking anything now. I didn't risk so much, and now I'm risking nothing or a little bit of positive money. But I allowed that thing to run, and I think it went short. I don't exactly know. 828. I mean, my account doubled, bro, in one trade. It was unbelievable. It was ridiculous. And that was the last trading day of August, and that's how I was profitable on August. Not from one day, from one trade. And that I just looked at my August ledger like, what the fuck is going on? It was just down, 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 boom. Oh my gosh. I just couldn't handle it. I'm like, I need to get away from this system. I need to get away from this trail stop, continued losing, and then just one big win. I don't want to bet on one big win. I want to run a business. of some wins, some loses, some wins, some loses. But then I at the end of the day, I kind of make a little bit. I don't want to just continually lose, hoping for one black swan event that I actually managed to get onto, and that's what I did. So I switched my trading over time, and over this year. My trading has evolved. I did never. I'll just summarize. This is kind of done. Don't worry. I'm gonna summarize it right now. We're at 20 minutes. This was my life here, okay? And I lost everything. All right. After this, I lost everything, and I lost it by um, I had such a smaller amount of money that I felt like I needed based on my HELOC that I maxed out. I needed to make more money. Okay, I had 15 grand. I'm left with a 15, maybe 10 grand account, or 15 grand, and then it drops down to 10 because I need an increase. And it's like, well, dude, if I'm gonna get back to 50 grand, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And then I risked more, and then I'm down to 5 grand. It's like, bro, I'm at 5 grand. What the fuck, dude? Who cares? So I just ended up just whatever. I'm gonna just do everything that I can. Whatever. I'm just gonna take a big bet, and I think I did end up growing it back to like 10 or 12. Um, and then it just in a matter of me trying to do that more, I'm like, all right, this is working, and I kept on having that risk high like that, and it ended up going back down to 8, and then it's a short step down to 5, and then now I'm back to freaking 8 YOLO, and then I YOLO'd again, and I lost, and then I lost the 5 grand, and I'm like looking at myself, well, it wasn't ever gonna work when it's that small anyways. It's like, so that was the story of me losing all my money, and I'm not proud of it. I'm just here to I'm just the messenger of myself, I guess. um, I just want to go through some takeaways. um, I did trade differently. I mean, I tried to have my setups. I adopted some setups. I saw some setups are doing poorly, so I stopped doing them. But at the end of the day, there are so many random. It's just so much randomness that I kind of just. I don't think more rules with my setups are gonna do any different, really, because I don't really adhere to them anyways. And I guess that's probably the real issue. Um, yeah, yeah, and I kept on going for more risk rewards because I was reading about trailing and adding, and that's just basically been my whole thesis of trying to do this. But trailing and adding, with what comes with trailing and adding and never having a target, is a low win rate but high risk reward, and with those systems that you just generally draw down until you get a big win. So anyways, that's it. I just want to summarize now what I learned in 2 minutes. Okay, summary is um, I don't think trading massive amounts of money is probably a good idea right away. I think it should always start small, but very few people want to do anything small, including myself. So I was overconfident. I was somewhat ignorant. I was definitely ignorant of the big mistakes, and the big mistakes is number one, um, moving my stop loss further away. Number two, adding to a loser. Number three, escalating risk after a loss. Okay, all those three helped me lose all the money that I have lost. Um, Now, things that I've stopped doing is I never move my stop. I haven't moved my stop since around here. Since late summer, I have never moved my stop again. I don't do that. I just get stopped out, and it sucks, but I just don't move my stop. So, It's just something that I do. I think it's from all this pain, that I don't do that anymore, because these huge red days is from moving my stop loss further away. It got to become a big position because I added to my loser, and I just can't take that loss. I give it more space and time, and space and time doesn't work. It kept on going down, and I lose everything. So that's the idea. I also don't think I just don't. I think you should start small, trading instead of taking your freaking so much money. I just try to get 5 grand or something. Trade micros. I don't know, or I guess prop firms, but prop firms are a nasty subject and really probably more difficult. But the idea is that I didn't have the risk, I didn't have the capacity to handle losses, and I might still not, but I know that I'm better, that I at least see, I'm at least aware of what I was doing. I don't think I was really aware of what I was doing when I was losing all this money. Now I am. So, uh, yeah. So I'm just here to say, don't move your stop loss and don't add to a loser ever. Just take the loss. We didn't even get much into my system or setups. It's just I have a bunch of different setups that I think that work. Um, and it turns out that there's a lot of randomness, and I basically overtrade. We didn't even get to overtrading, but I tell you right now, the escalating loss, the chasing your loss away. I don't want to lose on the day. That all happened, bro. All the things that you're probably well aware that you shouldn't do. Well, I'm proof that you definitely should not do them because they lose. Overtrading, chasing a loss away, escalating risk after a loss, moving your stop loss, doubling down on a loser, all those things are generally bad, bro. Just bad. Really, really bad. So that's my opinion. What is good is adding to a winner, I think. But it depends on your system and setups and strategy, bro. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to do this game, but those are the bad things, regardless. And position sizing for sure, bro. Position sizing was obnoxious. You look at this, it's just like risking 31% on my account on a trade. 6%, 7%, 3%, 4%, 6%. Take a image of like even Bitcoin, the most volatile asset we know of. Think of like one movement down is 3%. Okay, 6%. I was risking 6% here. 8% here. But think of one movement down or one movement up as 8%. Like that's the tick, that's the price fluctuations. That's in way crazy, bro. Way crazy. The price fluctuations are probably like less than 1%. I don't know. I mean, you know, how much it can move. But in one day, in one trade is this much, bro. It's just, you can't do that. You cannot handle it. Your account can't handle it, man. And neither can you, if that's your money, you know. So that is the look of my downtrend here. No, I didn't update it anymore. I'm done updating this because I'm just tired. I'm just tired of that. So, yeah. But yeah, that's the story of my 51K HELOC. All right, peace. Peace.